Yeah,
realize
Pyotr
of
went to
the
Calix's estate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did anybody go with him?
No.
I have a meeting there tomorrow.
He
think
literally
he told
walked
anyone he
off
was doing
from
that.
the group.
Yeah.
He's in
I'd like to
he's in a
assume.
bad mood.
I'd like to assume that there's like the JoJo-esque, like, I can't remember what the actual phonetic sound is, but just like the ominous
Menace?
characters. Yes, menace, just trailing behind him.
He'll strike a pose as he leaves.
Sure. So you arrive at Calix's estate, and it is a hive of activity. While you still smell the unfamiliar scent of fresh cut grass, because, you know, you're in the Rushenia and there is no fresh cut grass there, as well as hearing the soft burbling water from a fountain past the wall, overpowering it all is the rumble of footsteps as at least 20 men and women, many wearing clipped wing pins on their lapels, run in and out of the estate, often shouting at each other about getting more people or finding this or that person or gathering such and such supplies. You see, in particular, a young Marin man with blonde streaks running through his otherwise spiked black hair, wearing hastily clad leather armor and hand unconsciously in a death grip on his sword hilt, clearly shaking as he tries to direct the chaos in the estate. While it's unclear what's going on, it's obvious something happened to spur the Taranis into action. From your perch, you have line of sight into several rooms: a master and guest bedroom, the living room, the study, and through some narrow bars, the basement, although you'll need to move between vantage points to get a clear view of any of them.
I'm gonna move to a vantage point that I can see into the basement better.
Okay, why don't you roll some stealth?
I will give it my best shot.
Yeah, the way that this
I'm
is going to
scared
work
for you,
is
just so
you're
you
going to be
know.
rolling stealth every time you move between covers, so
21?
21. Okay. And make the thingy on the bottom a little bit more appropriate to what's going on. So this was supposed to be a map, and then I realized that I didn't really have a, since it's just you, yeah. There's no point in putting tokens on it. So you're looking at which one?
Basement.
Basement. Okay, you dart across rooftops like the silent Batman that you kind of are, though, and peek your head over the awning and across the way into the basement. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Another 21.
Okay. In the basement, you see a lot of large wooden boxes and junk piled into heaps. No one seems to be there, though.
You said that the place I could see into were a master and guest bedroom, the basement, and what was the last one?
Living room and study, also.
All right, I'm gonna try and take a look at the study.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth to dart across some more rooftops.
23.
Okay. Yes, so you managed to dart while avoiding any wandering eyes from the guards running around. Go ahead and roll perception.
22.
Okay. Which one was this
That's not
again?
worse.
The study?
Study.
You see 22. Okay. You see Mako doing some homework. There's a young Durgish girl sitting close to him, frequently looking over his papers and chattering excitedly about something. That said, Mako doesn't seem particularly excited about the interaction as he regularly sighs and looks out the window listlessly.
Does the Turkish girl look to be about his age or
Yeah.
older?
Yeah.
Trying to hook him up with another sweet girl.
No, we already have
And
an
I
OT.
swear, if that is what Calix did to her, I'm gonna
His parents are.
Oh, petty.
have many questions, but
Ruin his life.
and you know what? I'm gonna move to the vantage point to see into his bedroom a bit better. 24 for stealth.
Cool. So after another round of sliding across rooftops and, I don't know, maybe there's a belly crawl along like a gutter or something, you see stuff. Roll perception first.
11. Had to roll bad eventually.
Okay. Yeah, you don't get a good enough view with where you picked for your vantage point, so you can try again, potentially getting caught, or you can go look at another room.
I'll look for another vantage point.
Okay.
One last time. Ooh, 26 stealth.
Okay.
And 18 for perception.
With this new position that you found, you kind of climb up on top of a chimney and peek your head over. You see some clothes scattered everywhere, although it's unclear how long they've been there. Upon further inspection, you find all are men's clothes.
I'm imagining I'm viewing this from a separate rooftop. I'm not in his.
This is
bedroom, am I?
through this. You're really straining your vision to
Okay.
get a good view, but that's what you see inside.
Okay. I'm then gonna see if I can. This is his house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm then gonna head over to the Clipped Wings headquarters.
Okay. You probably know where that is. Go ahead and roll society.
He finds a different tar in his headquarters.
12.
Yeah, you kind of know where it is. It's one of those things where you're like, oh yeah, it's in the Rosewood district, but you never really considered where, so you spend about a half hour wandering around and don't really find anything. However, because you are moving through the town, you need to make a roll.
Yikes.
Forgot about this.
Gets caught, dies.
I know that feeling while DMing. It's in my notes here somewhere.
Okay.
Found it.
Why can't I control F my paper?
Pretty much, so I put it in here somewhere how you're supposed to roll, and I don't remember whether it's in my ongoing plans or my recent developments or.
It's been 2 weeks, so I do not remember. It's been 4 weeks. I don't remember myself.
It's been 4 weeks since we played this game.
I only know what day it is because we're playing this right now.
Do you mean in-game or in real life?
In real life.
Oh, okay.
Every day has
that
been
game.
Thursday. Just in limbo of, I don't know if the weekend's coming up or what day it is.
Here we
It
go.
sounds like a sad life.
So
Yeah.
you can either try and talk your way through the city, or you can try and sneak your way through the city.
Guess which one I'm gonna choose, Ian?
I don't know. No, go ahead and roll
Gonna
stealth.
talk. It's his
Ooh,
best
This is my worst
skill.
roll yet. 17.
So I said it was that many. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you pass.
Cool.
So
You pass your death.
yeah, you spend quite a while wandering around Redwood, but are unable to find it.
Well, after spending quite a bit of time, I'm just gonna decide to head back to home base after, doing the whole circuitous losing a tail, seeing if anybody's following me, see if I can start following them. After skullduggery, I'm gonna head back home.
Does but a
That
couple
one's gonna be a bit
switchbacks.
harder. So go ahead and roll another stealth.
20 flat.
Okay, so it was. Yep, good enough.
Investing in stealth. Worth it.
Wouldn't have been enough if this were next week, but it's not. Okay, so you arrive back at the
That's worrisome.
warehouse a while after some events have transpired. So let's cut over back in time to everybody except for Milo arriving at the warehouse.
It's about early afternoon, right? We went to Valia's kind of
We immediately
11 a.m.
when we woke up.
Okay.
Yeah.
then yeah, it'd be like one of the several daylight hours.
Right on. Middle of the day sometime. But yeah, we're just wondering, are you... Satina's outside, right?
Yes. She's like
Do you know what's going on?
pacing worriedly outside. It's just when sorry, let me So when Sasha got what's the accent? I have it somewhere.
It's definitely
It's Russian.
something Russian.
Allah.
Nostrovia.
Nostrovia.
But not like that.
I don't know. Sasha got back and she looked very upset, and Ren just walked with this dark look and into her, little area, and she hasn't been willing to say anything to me since.
she was
But
just
she's
sad.
here right now?
Yes. Why?
Did she look fine?
Yes.
Yeah, both
I mean,
my accent.
outside of being
A
upset.
fish. No. Okay.
Oh.
I guess
Also, hi, just James.
Hi, just James.
Oh,
It's just
Go
James.
try
Move
and-
on.
No.
Sorry.
I'll go in.
Okay.
Hey, Sasha.
So as you slide open the warehouse door, the sobbing quickly stops.
Hey, Sasha. Everything okay?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah, everything's fine.
Well,
Kind of look at Ray and
if things
Lysa
weren't
after hearing
fine, you'd be free to tell me, and we don't have to let your dad know.
I know, but everything's fine. Just don't worry about it.
Maybe I could help?
I can take care of myself.
Does she look any different at all?
She's in her room. Your
Okay.
little box fort.
I'm gonna go and peek my head into the box fort.
Okay. Yeah, she just kind of scoots away into the corner of the room when that happens. She's faced away from you.
Dude,
I'm trying to read. I have some homework.
insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna whisper to Rhea.
27.
She sounds funny to you, right?
I think she sounds sad. But
Yeah.
maybe that's because Satina told us she was sad.
All right.
So with the insight check, you determine that, yeah, Sasha just doesn't want to talk.
I'm going to write Sasha a little. I'm gonna draw a little doodle and then fold it up all cute and like slide it into her room, but not peek my head in, just
Go ahead and roll a craft check. The
Yeah.
only one that I think we've made this campaign.
No, I've made one before too when
No.
I tried to
Oh,
make
right,
the
right,
bedrooms and I
yes.
did horribly.
Excuse me. The alchemist does them passively.
I'm so bad at crafting. Clearly, I need to put skills into crafting. Okay, I rolled a 7. So,
boy.
is it hero point? If I look at my note, does it look not cute to me, or do I think I did a good job?
I mean, you can roll perception on yourself.
I would like to do that, please.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a 9, but no, with my bonuses, that's a 15.
With your bonuses, yeah, so you can tell that, it's not the cutest thing in the world, but it'll suffice.
Okay. Alright, then I'm gonna sneak it into Sasha's room.
Okay. Yeah, so Lysta, are you just like still
It's gonna be a puppy with a heart.
I was actually going to like kind of crawl in and sit in the opposite corner from her and just say, you know, when I was a kid once, I got into a lot of trouble when my mom caught me stealing some of the vegetables out of our garden. But the only reason I got in trouble was because I tried to lie about it.
Well, maybe you just didn't lie good enough.
What happened today, Sasha?
go ahead and roll diplomacy?
I know I'm not there, but I totally agree with Sasha on this one. Maybe you just didn't lie good enough about it.
The role
Oh, gotcha.
model.
I was wondering who you were. Referring to just James being the Wookiee on the Star Wars stream. Which, if there's any
right
other
on.
viewers, there is a Star Wars stream.
18.
You should watch it. 18. Nah, it's not gonna be. Nope, so she's just like,
I told you nothing happened.
Sasha, we could hear you crying from outside the building.
Fine.
she kind of turns around, but then, like, you know, she's still clearly averting eye contact.
Just, I tried going to school today and things didn't go well.
What happened?
I got expelled.
Sorry, what does that mean?
Oh, right, yeah, that thing. Basically they're not gonna let me go back anymore.
Why not?
Well,
Let me check my notes. Make sure I get this right.
I was wondering if any three of us know what expelled means.
I mean, so, like,
Oh,
Dimitri would probably know what it means.
Yeah, I've heard the word.
you uneducated urchins.
well, so she told me, the principal, she told me that I wasn't allowed back anymore because of my absences, but it looked like she wasn't telling me everything. It was really weird.
Hmm. Strange.
Normally, I thought when they expelled people, they talked to their parents.
I mean, you try getting a hold of Pyotr.
I will say, when your
That's right,
dad
I
gets
have no
back,
idea where he is right now.
he is going to
Also,
be very upset. He seemed to think that something very bad had happened to you.
I mean,
Are we just gonna gloss over that she called Pyotr by his first name?
I am.
Okay.
I don't have parents. Is that weird?
Same.
Quote Dimitri and Rhea.
Okay. Yeah, so do you have anything else before Pyotr gets back?
Besides
She
what I
did
just
just
said
say-
to Sasha, which is, just so you know, that when your dad gets back, he's going to probably seem very upset. He seemed to think something terrible had happened to you.
I mean, I did get expelled. That's not good.
Yeah, I'm talking more along the kidnapping kind of bad.
Oh,
He thought you got hurt, Sasha, so that's why he was angry.
I mean, he knows I can take care of myself.
Yeah, of course you can.
Well, there's knowing, and then there's being afraid that you're wrong.
I guess. Did something happen while you were doing your thing?
Well,
Oh, I think your dad's checking on the rest of it right now, or maybe, I don't know.
we ran into Calix. And he was not being nice to you, to Pyotr.
I mean, that's pretty... Oh. I mean, that's pretty par for course, right?
More in the physical harm sense.
I mean, that's pretty par for course, right?
Fair.
I mean, you weren't really... I know you're kind of new to town, and you only really
We're
got to
also-
meet Calix that one time when you just were off the boat, but, like, they have a bit of a history.
We're also pretty sure now that Calix is a part of the weird things going on in town.
Lots of why we're having to stay here.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
He does have very shady look about him.
Yeah, also, like, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, that too.
Well, you are what
Wait,
you
wait.
eat.
Who are we talking about here? We're talking about Calix still, right?
Yes.
I love Sasha so much.
Aziz, I am surprised you're so quickly able to reform his son.
I mean, Mako's not like Calix, though. Or at least I thought.
Wait, are we talking about boys now? I peek my head in.
Yeah, should I
At
leave?
exactly this moment, Pyotr comes in.
All right, guys. I just got done scouting, and you're here.
Pyotr,
Hey,
go
sh-
away. We're talking about boys.
She's fine, Pyotr. Not hurt or anything.
Oh, hi, Daddy.
Peter's just kind of like take a moment of, and he's gonna kind of like power walk over and give her a big hug.
She does have something to tell you, though, and I'm going to look at Sasha and then leave the scene and go to my spot.
While you're
Wait.
hugging her, she says,
By the way, sorry I made you worry.
You didn't make me worry. What happened?
she's still like kind of just like staring down at the
It's
ground away
not
from
that
you.
big of a deal in the grand scheme, I don't think. She got expelled?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's okay. It's not your fault. Calix pulled strings for it.
What?
After he
Joe's comment.
True.
had his lackey get done hitting me with a hammer, he mentioned that he did something to you, so I thought he kidnapped you or worse.
Wait, you got hit with a... Oh, yeah. I can see that.
I guess he pulled some strings and got you kicked out of school.
Oh,
So,
that
I'm
would
sorry.
make sense.
You got kicked out because of my meddling and stuff I probably shouldn't be involved in, so I'm sorry.
Wait. Why would that be the thing that he does, though?
I'm trying to figure that out myself. It's actually freaking me out a little bit.
Weird. You'd think a
I mean-
grown man like him would have something better to do than fuck with a 10-year-old social life.
Sasha,
Especially-
language.
Especially when he's
Hey.
already proven he's willing to fuck with
That's what-
people's actual
Pyotr!
lives.
Language.
Oh, right.
See, he gets to use swears.
He is your dad.
So?
I think dads are allowed to do that. I don't know.
They are.
I don't know how I feel about this, about you reprimanding my kid for swearing. But moving past that, what the heck is Calix thinking?
To be fair, she also reprimanded you.
Hey, happens every day. Get used to it. I mean, I'm so sorry.
I feel like you're not actually sorry, but I will appreciate the gesture.
Sasha, like, so suddenly you all, like, unconsciously arrange yourselves so that, like, Sasha and Pyotr are standing next to each other, and Ray is, like, on the far end, just kind of staring daggers, and Sasha just kind of whispers over at Pyotr.
Is it just me, or did she get really scary all of a sudden?
Oh, rest assured, she can kick my ass any day she wants.
Nice.
She is more than capable of this. We've proven it. Also, ow, yeah, I'm not at full HP. Oh, sorry, I still got some kind of like bleeding wounds here. I kind of went off in a bit of a hurry, so,
That's what happens.
where's
when you go
Milo?
away. Milo went to go take a bath.
He what?
He went to
Apparently
his
his
house.
house has cooler plumbing.
Wait, he has plums over there?
He's got
Yes.
a weird, like, basin made out of a really smooth stone, and it's got these brass pipes, and out of it comes hot water.
You don't even have to boil it yourself. It's just already
What?
warm. I know.
Wait. Daddy, why did we never get one of those?
Because we live in the slums, dear.
Alright.
Now, if you think that's amazing, wait till you see what a toilet is.
And that's why you get
So-
educated and get a good job.
Exactly.
I mean,
Timing,
a
though,
little,
guys.
little soon though, right?
A bit insensitive. But there are other
Sorry.
schools in the city, right?
Can't
There
you
can't just be one.
enter into a trade sooner?
Well, I figure once we knock Calix off his gilded pedestal, or whatever the proper
Stab him
saying
in
for
the
that
face?
is. Yeah, once we deal with him and his people, then getting you back into school shouldn't be that big an issue.
I mean, will you be able to get me back into the school that I named and then forgot the name of, Valuson's Academy?
So why not?
Well, if there's one thing we know
Quite
Milo can do,
Prestigious title.
it's get around bureaucracy.
Oh, I was thinking an entirely different method of going about it, but
Milo's
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
really good at that.
Of course, that involves him surviving to get here after his bath, so let's not count our chickens before they hatch.
Wait, are the plums dangerous?
Well, the chickens
No,
are.
but the people looking for us in the street very much so are.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't go outside too much anymore.
Well,
It's
I
no
don't
one's
have anything to
civilized.
do now anyways.
Well, we can teach you stuff.
Yeah, like, can you do this and then I'll do a cartwheel?
Go ahead and roll acrobatics.
Okay. Okay, friend.
Tell me Rhea does like a one-handed cartwheel into a triple backflip. It's like, can you do this?
That's
It's
a
cartwheel.
24, good buddy.
I mean, yeah, if you want to add embellishments, go right ahead.
I mean, it's just, I was gonna start small. I can do more complicated things than a cartwheel.
Okay, we'll hold
Round
on
off,
to the
triple
24.
somersault. 80-yard mat to do flips on.
Round off turns into a, like, double front flip. Just because I had the momentum.
Yeah, I can do that.
Lands in a swimming pool.
She starts running, and
I'll spot her.
she does, like, not a great cartwheel. She does that thing where you, like, start to fall forward because she didn't
Balance
do it well
right.
enough.
Yeah.
But
she doesn't get hurt.
most of the way. She's most of the way there.
Nice. You're a natural. With a little bit of practice, we can get your form, like, perfect.
Don't think I don't know what you're doing, but that'd be nice though.
Can I do this?
Just
cast prestidigitation and make a little flower appear.
Didn't you give her, like, magic lessons, or was that another campaign?
I think that was alacrity.
I taught her how to make lethargy poison.
We were homeschooling her for a little bit before she went back to school, before she got expelled from school, so.
Yeah, I think I'm specifically thinking of, what's his name from Alacrity, though?
Yeah, we don't care about that child anymore.
No, but that's magic. That's cheating.
Well, with a little bit of practice, you can do it too. You've already shown an affinity for nature.
I mean, you're just saying that if I like nature hard enough, I get to make flowers pop into my hand?
Kind of, yeah.
She just, like,
She's suspicious.
most suspicious look.
She gives you an insight check.
Here, just sit down right here. Just close your eyes.
Okay, but this had better be going somewhere.
All right. Now, picture. This probably isn't the best to do in a warehouse, but we'll try it. The ground beneath you, and
Okay.
picture yourself in your favorite park. The trees.
Okay.
The flowers.
What if my favorite park doesn't have those?
Well, just whatever nature's there.
I mean, it's mostly dirt.
Dirt is still nature.
Okay.
Picture the dirt.
Oh, wait, right. There's the weeds there. Okay, I'll imagine weeds.
Yes, dirts, weeds. Now, put your hand out and try and, still with your eyes closed, picture some weeds growing into your hand.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna pull out like a long like piece of grass or stick or something and start tickling her fingers with it.
She like,
Yes, I'm stealing this gag from a Star Wars movie. I don't care. I'm shameless.
But is it a good Star Wars movie?
Go ahead
Trick
and
question,
roll.
they're all good.
Go ahead and roll
I'm
sleight
not
of
opening
hand.
up that can of worms. Roll what?
Sleight of hand.
That's one of the ones I'm good at.
Since it's just stealth.
30 freaking 1!
Damn, she rolled really well in her perception too, alas. She opens her eyes.
wait. I thought I felt something. Did I, do I need to try harder?
Yes.
Do or do not. There is no try.
What have I done?
Wait. That's deep. Hold on a minute.
Okay. Yeah, you continue trying to teach her nature. Go ahead and roll nature.
Yes. That's what I'm good at. Nature.
To teach nature. Roll nature.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the sparkly one.
Sparkly dice, don't do a fail. Do a happy time.
Yeah.
Or roll a
16.
Okay. With a 16, you make a decent amount of progress. Like, you begin to feel some nature magic trickle through Sasha, but it's not quite enough to get to the point where
four. It manifests.
it manifests. But she has the potential.
Turn your daughter into a druid yet.
She's got a lot of midichlorians in her bloodstream.
She does.
Anyways, this is hard and I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go lie down for a bit.
Alright.
Okay, so Milo,
You die in the bathtub.
yeah, you're gonna be moving around town too a bit. So go ahead and roll whatever skill you're using to get by.
What are my options?
Fucking hippie parents. Your options are anything that you can reasonably justify to get past the Tarnus.
Could I use society to avoid them?
Not to avoid them.
Could I use society to fit in with a well-to-do crowd that wouldn't be bothered by the Taurinus?
Okay, Altair.
What?
Oh, Altair, in Assassin's Creed 1, that was a method of moving around.
Yes.
Also,
yes, it was.
James, I have to ask if your parents were the type that tried to teach you druid magic, though. Yeah, go ahead and roll society.
What's druid magic IRL?
That's a 29.
It definitely involves a lot of stone in the ground and a lot of flowy dresses and dancing around them in circles in the moonlight, according to Outlander. Take it or leave it.
Val, what'd you get?
A 29.
Good enough. So you know of several tree tat back. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, but
So what you're
are
saying
its
is,
roots-
yes, your parents tried to turn you into a druid.
Were you 6 when you had that oak tree tattooed on your back?
Sasha's 10-ish. Yeah, so you blend in along with the city locals, and you make your way to
home.
your house, and
Yeah.
then you take a very relaxing, warm bath. It's nice because you did get beaten around a bit, though.
I need the relaxation. Yeah, I'll unlock the door and like stealthily step inside and then relock the door. Can I ask, does it look like anyone has been in here since my absence?
Go ahead and roll wisdom.
Just straight up wisdom. That is a 15.
A 15. With a 15, you will... Yeah, so you notice that some stuff has been rummaged through. Some things are ajar. Your pantry is open when it should be closed. Stuff like that.
Are my books still alphabetized by author's last name?
You know what? Those heathens, whoever was here, didn't arrange them that way.
They took them off the shelves and didn't put them back in the proper order.
It's truly awful.
I'm gonna handle that first before I take my bath because otherwise it's gonna bother me the whole time. How
Even
long would it
worse-
take Milo to re-alphabetize his books?
Even worse, some of the so are you one of those people that flips over the corner of pages, or do you use bookmarks like a civilized adult?
No, Milo actually is a corner marker. He bends the corners on important parts. You actually, on many of his own books, has writing in the margins or the corners.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you even notice, horror of horrors, that some of the page corners have been unflipped.
Our page
I
is
don't have
torn
time
out.
to fix. I don't have time
No,
to fix all
they're
of
not-
those.
They're not complete
Luckily-
monsters.
Luckily, there'll be there should be a crease so I can find it again later.
It sounds like a wife came through and just decided to ruin your life. Someone who
They're
knows
just
you.
a bunch of monsters that
But-
dog-ear the pages of the
Unflip
books
his
instead of using
bookmarks and
bookmarks.
rearrange his utensils.
Can I say, having experienced this, that reading through a book that somebody else has read and dog-eared and they want it to stay that way is a gigantic pain in the ass. They undog-ear so easily.
Wait,
Sorry.
there are people who want their books to stay dog-eared at several sections?
Yeah, that's how you
Yes.
find things faster.
Yeah, so Milo's like a physician, though.
Then they should just clip the corner. It's a permanent solution.
I don't know. Bending the corners
I
free
think
and
James does not
immediate.
agree with you.
Or, even better, you can just, get those, post-it flaggy things.
So how long would it take me to re-alphabetize my books?
You know what? It'll take a couple of
5
hours.
years
It's the project
ago.
for the day.
You keep your books alphabetized instead of sorted by type using the Dewey Decimal System.
No, they're alphabetized by author's last name in sections. Milo arranges his books by bookcase, but in each bookcase, it is arranged by alphabetical author's last name.
Hashtag low-key theme of the show.
Anyway, so yeah, Milo will do that first, and then after he's done that, we'll then take a long, relaxing bath.
Meanwhile, Pyotr, standing outside Milo's house, ready with some gasoline and a match. He's got to get his daily burning in.
We said Milo was gonna die because of this bath. We didn't say at whose hand.
Every
like
night he
Milo.
burns down one house at a time.
It's not my fault that we've decided your character is a pyromaniac that just burns everything.
I had an opportunity to learn a fire cantrip and I didn't.
Yeah, so then I'll take
do
my
you
nice
It's
regret
more
hot
fun
that
to start it with your hands. With magic is just like the lazy man's way.
In the words of Sasha, with magic, that's cheating.
It wasn't prophecy, it was just fair warning. Yep. Sounds like Pyotr.
Ah, real monsters.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and Is Milo actually or Pyotr coming to visit after the shower
No.
and the organization? Okay. So yeah, you do all that. What do you do after your nice relaxing shower now that everything is right with your world?
Now that that's fine, I actually probably pull a few of the books that I enjoyed off the shelves and pop them in my pack to just like for something like light reading. There's this cookbook that's really interesting to me because if you read it instead of a cookbook but as an allegory, man, it covers some interesting philosophical concepts.
Was it written by an anarchist?
What they're doing with that duck sauce is something else.
I thought you were just gonna say because it's a cookbook for poisons.
It's a cookbook.
I mean, how good is Milo at
For-
cooking?
kitchens.
Probably pretty decent, I would say.
It's written by Brian Cranston.
Milo, why don't you cook for us more?
Nobody's asked me to. I cook for myself all the time.
You just don't make enough to share.
Nobody's asked.
That's a fair point.
I just realized how out of date the scene and mission are, so
Yes.
this is what
Yeah,
happens
so-
when you add something and then you don't keep it up.
Yeah, so he'd probably do that. Grab a few books. Stock up on any like reagents he had there. You know, just that he was running out of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
He'll just enjoy being home for a moment. Maybe he'll even sit in his chair for a second.
Don't do that. Once you sit down, you're never going to want to get back up.
And then there's
Yeah,
a knocking at the door. No, there isn't.
I was like, somebody knocked at the door. Milo will freeze in his chair, instantly uncomfortable.
Milo? No.
After
You've locked
feeling
me
a
out
little bit
again.
relaxed, after feeling relaxed for a while, Milo will go ahead and stand up, grab the books he's gonna grab. He'll probably have one of them in hand, and he'll pull out an infiltrator's elixir.
Okay.
To change his outward appearance and grant him a bonus to not being discovered.
Okay.
And will then leave the house.
Okay, so you're in the Redwood district, right?
No, I'm in the Alleran district.
Okay, Alarin, let's get the... Where is it? There we go. So, you're heading from... I need to figure out a way to get a pointer on screen so I can do that. I can do this.
when you say someone gently rapping, is it bad that I at first imagined the mumble song?
I was imagining Parappa myself, but
The whisper song.
Punch. It's all on the
Let
mind.
me whisper in your ear.
I only know the
Please
parody by Lonely Island.
Never mind.
Hey, pretty girl, did you go to college? Did you get your BA with all that knowledge?
So go ahead and roll your society check.
Punch, kick, it's all in the mind.
I actually would like to use stealth this time.
Okay, go ahead.
Because
and roll your
I'm
stealth.
trying to be disguised,
Gotcha.
if that's okay.
It would be deception if you're using a disguise.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Deception.
Sorry, I can sing it the right way.
Yeah.
Punch, punch,
Actually,
punch.
no. I'm gonna stick with society. That sounds better. I'll use that deception in a last minute if things get weird. That's a 27.
27 will successfully get you back to the warehouse.
Cool. When I walk in the warehouse, it's going to be as a redheaded woman.
I cast shock and grasp now.
Excuse me, who are you?
Excuse me, who are you? Milo will say in his own voice.
Oh,
Theodore will step out
Milo.
from behind the door. Oh, okay.
Scared me.
Yeah, you notice that I smell of lavender.
There's some slight like electricity that kind of like goes past you.
Milo looks refreshed and smells faintly of lavender.
Once I notice how good Milo smells, I think I'll notice how bad the rest of us smell.
We've been getting prestidigitized.
Yeah.
That's true, that's true, that's true.
Smell.
We should probably bathe.
Wow, you're really good at dressing up.
Thank you. Bit of a trade secret.
Ha! Now we know where you live.
Are you still in the disguise?
Yeah.
Okay, just all right. Yeah, I'm just still over in my like cubby area, doing my stuff, mom thing.
It lasts for 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna hang out as redheaded girl until it goes away.
Okay. So this seems like
Ha!
a
Now I know
natural
where your
stopping
family.
point. Okay.
Did you know Nat?
So is anybody doing anything before the day is over?
Before the day is done, gone the sun? No.
I'm
Other
just
than-
studying my book stuff.
Going to go tend to the garden.
Studying
Okay.
those books that I stole and going through them, you know. Essentially preparing my spells, but you know.
Gonna spend time talking and otherwise interacting with Sasha.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception.
Who?
You. You're percepting Sasha.
Okay, I got 17.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, thanks, Larpstrong. The compliment. It was buried at the end of a long thing that I had to read through. Okay, what'd you get?
Praise the sun.
17.
Okay, with a 17, you will notice that she still seems like a little distracted. Like she keeps on like asking you to repeat herself because her mind wandered off, stuff like that.
Is something else the matter, Sasha?
I mean, no, it's fine.
You sure? You know, I'll only lightly make fun of you if something's wrong.
It's not important. You have your big city stuff. I don't wanna.
Hey, if it's important to you, it's important to me.
Fine. Well. So when I was leaving school, I saw Mako walking out with another girl. And it looked like they were more than friends.
Did this girl happen to be Dirgish?
Yeah, actually, why do you ask?
Well, back when I thought something horrible had happened to you, I may or may not have taken a look at the Calix estate, and she was there. But I wouldn't worry too much. Mako doesn't seem to be that interested. One does not ignore so many comments and look out the window wistfully when one is interested.
Wait. Let's not walk past the point where you're looking in a little kid's window.
He was in his father's study, I assume. That or he is a very well kept library.
Okay. I'll let you off this time.
I never said anything about a bedroom. You brought the bedroom up.
Well, I mean, I just assumed since, they're like, and just... Sorry, never mind.
That is not an image I need. But yeah, I don't think...
It is.
I think your
our
chances are
obligation
still
to make it weird.
pretty good, assuming he doesn't, take after his father.
No, he's really nice. He was always really kind to me. He tried really hard to make sure that his friends were nice, too.
Also, while we have a sec, Larpstrong, feel free to hit me up in one of the Discords if you want to talk about DMing on Twitch, because it's a whole thing. There's the Fantasticide Discord, fantasticide.net/Discord, and then I'm also on the Penny for a Tale one, which does not have a quick, easy link I can say on stream.
Burn.
Get on top of it. Unforgivable.
Come on, Mitch, God! Nah.
Spin.
That's all I had in mind for saying stuff to her. Unless she says something else afterward.
Okay, yeah, no, she, yeah. You two continue interacting.
This sack of things that I had collected from Madame Zoya and the library and such from the Ardenist, one of the items inside of it was a weird lock that you described, and it did not have a key. And going through these Ordenist books with the cipher and such, is there anything about a lock in here that I've found at all?
Right, I was supposed to give you some info when you
were,
dinged,
because we
and
never
you
got the results of
dinged
the
forever.
Where's the info?
I've rolled 2 of 2 natural 20s on my research on the Ordenist, and we've yet to discuss the results.
Okay.
But yes, I'm at it for a third time. I have this dagger here. I know what the medallion do. I have the text that's in common. Then I have the book that I'm reading with the cipher.
Okay. I've almost got my notes on your book. So, for background, for those watching, Yimitri's been trying to decipher this book from the Ordemists, which are like this creepy set of otherworldly figures, and that have been claiming to be his parents, basically.
And trying to get him to brain dead some people.
Yeah. And so one of them, a librarian that was possessed by an Ordemist that he was sent to go talk to, pointed him towards this book that's talking about history and stuff like that. And Dimitri's just kind of been working through
Stole it.
Well, yeah, stole it. And so far, with your previous rolls, you have gotten through the introduction, which talks about what are Ordemists, what does the amulet do. You already know what the amulet does. Mm-hmm. And kind of like a high-level overview of what's going on. So it talks about how they, seem to only be able to interact with us on their plane of reality, which is the one that the amulet links to. And yeah, it kind of talks about some of the how most of the research that's been done on them has been done through like rituals and stuff like that are all very evil and occulty. So the next one talks about Ordemian history. So over the years, there have been several cult leaders that have been possessed by Ordemists that kind of led them towards trying to bring them into our world, but unsuccessfully. It's also talked about, some of the researchers' interactions, stuff like that. And then the last chapter that you've gotten through is Ordemian culture. So it talks about like what makes up an Ordemist family unit, how do Ordemists relate to one another, what do they expect from each other, like what are their, what is their moral framework as far as we can gather, and how do they view the Toans. And what you gather from that is that it's a very strange alien system of morality. Like they view the basically the cause, like whatever that Ordemist happens to consider the cause to be ahead of really anything or any individual person. So they'll pretty much do anything if they feel like it works, like not in their interests, but in the whatever they happen to be working towards.
Okay. Gotcha. And in these books, is there anything specifically on like the manipulation of like magic and the weave and things like that? On when it talks about like possession and manipulating the minds of other people, is it compared to like what magic is known as in this world? What's it like? Is it like, would it be considered something like abjuration-ish or just like all mind-boggle stuff?
I'm going to have to think about that.
Okay.
But suffice to say, so you are now trained in lore Ordemists.
Right on.
And you still have a decent amount of the book to go through. So you've gone through like, this is like a really big, hefty textbook. So there are big pages. And you've gone through 61 pages. You feel like you're probably somewhere around a third of the way through.
Cool. I'm trained. That's my additional lore thing. I never picked one when we did.
Oh, that was just like a freebie.
Cool. I'll have another block. Sweet. Yeah, I'm out of spells, so I can't do stuff. I have to go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, that's how we're going to leave off the night. Man, we've been on the same day for like 3 episodes now.
We've been on the same day for like a month and a half. Let it be a new day. Another day.
Tabletop
I
in
just
a
want to get an
nutshell.
anus tart.
I mean, okay, so tabletop either goes really, really slow or blisteringly fast. Like, oh yeah, so the last year just happened.
And you
took
made a
30
lot
minutes.
of money because investments.
Yeah.
That's how you win D&D.
I understood that reference.
So,
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what the date was.
Abby knows. Abby has a calendar.
Well, let's see. I
here we
believe,
go.
was that not just the votive, the plow that we finished? The first
That was the
Plow
plow that we
shears.
just finished.
No,
Another
that
day
was
of
the
work
shears.
skipped.
Oh, that was the shears?
Yes.
That what?
Okay, so we are now on the first hoof of the fruit.
Yep.
Okay.
I was 1x behind.
Of the fruit?
Yes,
That's the month we are in.
it's the month after the lake. It's the first of the summer months.
I just wanted to make sure I heard it right.
So the sun rises on the first hoof of the fruit. And yeah,
Yay!
you guys are kind of like out of immediate pressing things. You don't have any plans going on. So what are y'all?
All right. Well,
Let me rephrase. Are you all doing anything before the next thing that's like definitely going to happen, which is
we need to have
Nala's
a
meeting with
conversation about the information that we gathered.
Milo's gonna do something.
I need to go meet with Calix today.
Rhea? Yep.
7 p.m.
Yep.
I need
But before that, we should probably discuss what we learned.
What have we learned?
Dimitri. I need Dimitri to turn me to Valia again.
It's not exactly Valia. It's really close. It's
As
exactly
close as you
next
can get me.
level.
I have the max.
So,
I have the mask still.
Yeah.
Milo, what exactly did you learn while you were in the meeting?
Quite a bit, actually. One, They've brought in some associates of Valia's. 3 of them, to be exact. Mira has left, and they need to have 30 of those shards inside the fish people to be able to complete their ritual. So having the ones that Pyotr's managed to pick up is good for us. We need to try and keep doing that.
So our next step to possibly stalling them would be to find one of the places they're hiding the fish people and kill them?
Well, that appears to be the only way we know right now to remove a shard. If we can do that without killing them, I'd as easily try that.
Set them all on fire.
I can do that.
Someone I thought to ask for removing shards without hurting people. That's someone that knows a lot about magic, but I've never actually really spoken to him.
Who is this?
A shopkeeper in town. His name is Malik Malisons, or Merrill. Hold on, Merrill Mallyman. Moral Mallyman. That's how you pronounce it. Moral Mallyman, I think. He's got a bunch of shops in town, and I don't know. I know he does stuff with magic. I don't know exactly what, but
I mean, this is less like the magic we do and more like getting a god to come do stuff for you. So
Also, why are we worried about getting these out without hurting people when these are...
what if we could?
I'm not worried about it, but
They're
continuing
trying to kill us anyway.
onwards,
Fuck them.
also, I
They-
don't think they're going to like lay down and let us try.
if you've finished. They've also appeared to have allied with the Thunderstick goblins to the north of here. They could be planning an assault on the city.
What do they want with goblins? Just
Brute
minions
force.
to do stuff for them? Yeah, brute force, I guess.
A reason to militarize the city. Create lockdowns, checkpoints. Keeps
What-
people isolated.
Is there anything I know about these goblins just outside the city, having grown up here? Like what they just generally do?
You're
'Cause
talking about the goblin tribe that was making the Ashkin?
Yeah, the
yeah,
Thundersticks.
yeah, the thunder sticks or stones or whatever
Go
they
ahead
are.
and roll Knowledge Society.
Also, do I
Ew.
know if that's the
Not Aquila lore. 14.
where Morok was from?
Yeah, fine. You can use Aquila lore.
Oh, 20 then.
So with that, you know that they're kind of not really looked upon as like a. They're more of a nuisance to the town than
Okay.
anything else. Like they're the civilized goblins, and then there's the Thundersticks.
Yeah, so they are just like a brute force of goblins.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty common in this world to have goblin tribes that just like didn't want to integrate with the rest of the Toans and then just didn't. And then they're still doing their thing. Still there.
Okay. But they don't like attack Aquila on their regular. They just like chill over there.
Yeah, just chill.
Cool. Mess
They
with
They don't
just-
really
come by.
like Toans. It's kind of a lot of goblins
Just
don't
do
really
some
like Toans.
light banditry.
Right on. Okay.
You know.
They don't really do much, but I guess if you could motivate them, they could. I don't know.
And on top of that, Calix appears to think that I am Valia and wanted to send me on a mission to check in with one of their forces outside the town.
Is that safe to do by yourself?
Well, I'm hoping you would back me up and we could either take out the informant or see what we could learn that way. Or did you mean me going to meet Calix tonight to get the details of the meet?
Meeting him by yourself tonight. I mean, if
I
you're
don't
going
see
to
any
leave
way
town, I
around
wouldn't feel comfortable with you doing it by yourself.
I can make you look like kind of mostly like her again, but I was going through that book to find out if there's a better way I can make you look exactly like her, and I haven't found it yet. I don't know.
Maybe-
I will still wear the mask. That appears to be some kind of sign for them.
Maybe you should also lend him that amulet that lets you disappear so he can run away if need be.
Yeah, I keep it on me, but I take out. It's hanging on a chain now at this point, but
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. If you hold it by the chain in front of me, I'm gonna take it in my hand and like hold it for myself.
I'm giving it to you.
Okay, sweet.
In the interim before that meeting, I think I'm gonna go scout out some of those locations that our benefactor has given us, so that we can see if there's any of those fish people hiding in it.
And possibly burn them to the fucking ground.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Okay, I actually can hear you.
And
No,
Milo.
I said and burn them to the ground like you did the...
No, I don't think I can take on a whole group of them by myself. I'll need some help for burning them. They grow back otherwise. It's not me being pyromaniac. You need fire or they die. Or rather, they don't die.
Milo, and to cast the spell, it's best if I do it, as soon as or just before you go meet him. So it will only last, I don't know, just over an hour. For now. So I have to kind of come with you.
My meeting is at 7. I
That's
don't
fine.
foresee it lasting longer than a half hour.
That's fine. I'll just be in the area. I'll just hang out, I guess.
Bye, Larpstrong. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We'll save an Ani Mouse for you. Good night.
I'm just worried about moving through the city right now with such a large group of people.
I can help you with that.
Well, I think that at least Pyotr should go with you. He's pretty good at doing the creeping about thing.
I mean, I will need Yamichu to be able to.
Ray and I
properly
can stay
make
back
way.
here.
Dimitri and I'll head with you. I'll stay out of sight, a distance away. I'll come in if you send a signal that you need help.
Yeah, I can just stay away too.
And before that, though, I am going to go check out the sewers because we have some hours to kill.
Okay.
Not sewers, aftergrips, whatever they are.
All right. So, sorry, Marie. I know you asked a while ago if Morak was part of the Thunderstick tribe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she isn't. So,
Oh.
Morak is one of the goblins that chose to integrate, and like she's just kind of been, floating around. Okay, so we got Pyotr doing sewer diving. And then I didn't quite catch what everybody else was doing.
I was gonna stay here with Sasha.
Okay. Staying there with Sasha.
Yeah.
Milo's-
Evening time, I'm helping Milo, but daytime, I'm up to something else.
Milo's
Hang on,
gonna
Milo's
get
doing.
started on some magical crafting
Okay.
Where are you doing the magical crafting, Milo?
at my workspace in the
Okay.
in the place.
All right.
What's Rhea doing? I timed it for just when you were taking a drink. Obviously.
Yeah.
Making eyes at you, Dimitri.
No.
Making eyes at Sasha.
Making eyes at Dimitri and not getting caught by him.
Oh, honey.
Or Satina. I'm doing yoga and then seeing if Dimitri's making eyes at me.
If Milo's working at the warehouse, I go out and just scavenge for some morning fruit and to bring back so we have fresh fruit in the morning and
Okay.
bring some mango to Rhea.
Let's bring up the map.
You walk out. You look to your left. There's a garden there.
Yeah, I'm really good at shit.
No, she planted a
There's
garden.
no one around and your car is dead. I mean, your phone is dead. Dang it, I messed it up.
Oh, that's not the right
Hello.
one.
Hi, Joe. Hi, no one. Hi, map.
Okay, so this is not a good map. I really need to reprint this out, but let's just get it on a...
Secret
Nope.
relationship between Pyotr and the map.
Yeah, one of these days I'll get my Stream Deck foo down, but...
What can I say? I
So-
do like expensive atlases.
So, where are you scouting? Where from and where to?
Okay. Going to check out whichever of barracks 1, 2, or 3 is closest to the warehouse.
Barracks 1, 2, or 3.
So location number 7, 9, or 11. I don't know where we are on this map.
Could you zoom it out at all?
Probably 11 would
Actually,
be the closest.
literally no. I don't know how I would do that.
There. Looks like 7 might be the closest to us.
I'll bring up the map on my actual computer. Just a sec.
Yeah, but you gotta go through 5.
Sorry, that'll be a
11
bit of
is
dead
good.
air while I'm looking it
I
up.
guess, yeah. So 11 might be easiest to get to.
7 is probably the
It
closest.
depends on where we can
to
enter
us.
from. Where can I enter from?
Okay.
Well, A.
Oh, yes, but I don't want to have to go through Zylstra's place every time
You
we
probably
want to go
know
down there.
where the entrance from Calix's house is from now.
Yep, that's all the way in the bottom left of the map. I'm not sure which one that is.
Oh,
And then
that actually probably would be closest to 11,
C.
actually, then.
I'm not doing that one because then I was going all the way to Calix's house, which is
from the Ashen
Dangerous.
Lamb.
Yeah. So we'll just...
yeah. I'll do the Ashen Lamb entrance and then I'll head over to 11.
Okay. So the Ashen Lamb is going to require you a roll to see if you get there successfully.
Okie doke. Does a 16 do it?
A 16 is going to... Yes. So you're still on low alert for now, and as a result, you get there pretty easily. Why don't you roll stealth for traipsing through the aftercrypts?
Traipsing through.
27.
Okay, so you manage to slide your way through the Ashen Lamb's back door and then descend back down into the musty depths of the aftercrypts. You make your way through, batting away the occasional cobweb and trying to, step foot as lightly as possible, hiding in the shadows whenever you hear footsteps in the distance. But you do eventually make it to some of the areas marked out on the map. Which one are you interested in doing first?
I was gonna head over. Let's see, map. Can't read it at this distance.
Okay.
I was gonna head for 11.
Bring that back up. Head for 11?
I'm gonna head for 11.
Okay. In that case, yeah, so you try making your way there, and as you get closer and closer, it begins getting harder to continually dodge all of the... Did we ever give the fish people like an official name?
Fish people.
Fish people.
I feel like, I don't know, whatever, that's fine. So,
They called us the
Idiots.
Despicable Six, so we call them fish
I'm a
people.
fish person now.
okay, you have to dodge a couple fish people.
Oh, there are fish people on patrol.
Yeah,
Hey.
barracks. But yeah, in one circumstance, you even find yourself like having to like try and hold yourself up on the ceiling by like wedging yourself between two opposing walls. But
Honestly, having seen this, I'm not gonna press my luck too much. If I can get close to the barracks and see the barracks themselves, great. If not, I've got the information I want.
yeah, okay. If you wanted to get a general sense of how many people you're seeing, go ahead and roll perception.
19.
19. So, throughout your travels, if you had to... What are you two doing? Anyways, if you had to get a general sense of... I mean, James, were you around for the earlier parts of the campaign? You can't really blame them for being anti-Aquarian. You get a sense that there's around somewhere in the low 10s. So, like, not 10 to 20 necessarily, but like 10 to 50 total.
Okay. And I'm gonna scurry on back home.
Okay. You do that. And next event of note is actually, yeah, you have to roll again. Well, it's probably an auto success.
Cool.
Yeah, so to sum it up,
Didn't roll a 1. We're good.
one of the first real battles of the campaign was against a snotty teenager who was a fish person, and yeah, they got hurt real bad.
First of many times Pyotr's been knocked unconscious.
And then later they actually got to fight. So like the fish person just like ran away, but then later they actually fought one, and I think it one-shot Ymitri.
I slid down a banister. It was cool.
Anyways,
I don't recall. I've never gone down yet.
totally.
Oh, I was
remember.
down once. I was down once. Yep.
I've never been unconscious. Ha!
I fell over. I wasn't asleep.
I think that answers your question, James.
Shit. I don't know if I can get back up.
So
That's not gonna help. It's
yeah,
proximity.
trying to re-masquerade as Valia.
Yeah, gonna try
Someone-
that. Also, in that period of where I'm magical crafting, I'm also gonna reapply poison to my daggers.
Okay,
They need that.
fair enough.
I'm gonna say before we head out that I recommend we take the after crypts to the entrance near to Calix's place. Because
Oh
that's
shit, you
probably
just
how
saved
they-
over my other game. No, sorry.
That cuts to the court, Ian. That cuts to the court.
I may or may not have accidentally saved over one of Marit's like 100-hour in, nearly complete, what was it, Tetramaster deck runs of Final Fantasy IX, and I still haven't lived it down, I guess.
Wow.
I saved over one of Marshall's hundreds of hours in Final Fantasy 13 save files. Yeah, he had finally beaten Longli, the hardest baddie in the game.
Okay, am I the only one who keeps multiple save files?
I do. I'm paranoid about accidentally deleting a save that I want.
You know what? I started doing that, but not because I was worried about saving over something. Instead, it's because it makes it easier to go back if you screw up.
That, and also I play a lot of Bethesda games, so this way I can go back before a game-breaking glitch that I didn't realize happened.
That's the only reason I keep 2 save files, but I like to go Iron Man mode, and if I mess up, I mess up. Whatever. But yeah, D&D.
That's not what we're here
Yeah.
for.
So, okay, as I was saying, I recommend that we take Valia through the after crypts, because that's probably the method she would use to get there.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. So you're going
Right.
through the after crypts to get to Calix's estate.
Also, I'm taking Valia's sword with me.
Okay.
That katana-like thing, because we have that, so I'm gonna take it.
And like anybody else can use it.
So we have an hour. Do you want me to turn you into Valia before we go into the after crypts? I think it'd be best if we do it before you go up into the conversation.
I think at the end of the after crypts, considering that his
Yeah.
disguise can also consist of just
Yeah.
mask and cloak. both of
Okay.
which we have.
And then I make it real convincing with the magic once we get there.
Yeah, because I'll like take the cloak part off, etc., and rely on the illusion more then.
Okay. Yeah, during the day I scavenge for fruit. I'll also go try to find one of Moral Malaman's shops that's within the Milgrave district, if there is one.
Okay. Yeah, in the interest of moving the plot forward, that happens.
Yeah.
Halliman is doing his thing, being in one of his many, many shops.
Excuse me, sir. I haven't really been in here too much, but do you remember me at all when a group of kids that used to kind of chase you around? 10 years ago.
What an intro.
Okay. So I haven't considered a voice for Malaman, so
Yeah.
I'll take some solicitations, I guess.
Oh, bully, my good sir.
I don't know what does he look like?
Okay, yeah, so you've known Malaman for a while. You've known of him anyways, and he's doesn't really seem like he's aged that much. He's kind of in his mid-30s, looks like a Marin. He has some beads scattered in his hair kind of haphazardly, in his like kind of brown frizzly hair. And yeah, he's gonna be pretty posh, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't believe I remember you.
That's fine.
Please browse my store. I hope you'll find it to your liking.
Cool. What type of store does he have? It's never been
This is
described.
the general store.
Magic store? Okay, cool.
There's actually something I think you thought you might be interested in. A couple things first, actually. First off, have you heard of something called the Organist?
No.
Well,
This is when you insight check. Oh, I'm an owl.
Not yet. They have a lot of interesting magic stuff. I thought someone like yourself might have at least heard of it. You sure?
Quite young, sir. I'm sorry, I appear to be a little amiss as to what you're talking about.
Is he lying to me?
Go ahead and roll insight. Or
All right.
deception.
I have a
just
feat
tell me.
I have a feat that allows me to roll deception instead. That's a nat 20, so a 30 total. I have the lie to me feat.
Asmer Owls. You know, I'd watch that channel. I'd watch Asmer Owls.
You know, weirdly, today at work, there was a lot of conversations about owls.
And by conversations, we mean mostly gifts.
Mostly gifts. There's a lot of owl gifts out there.
So with your nat 20,
30 total.
yeah, you know what? Sure. He seems like he's not letting everything on. You notice that like his hand kind of slides into his pocket briefly, and then he like yanks it out, and just kind of like doesn't really seem to know what to do with it
Yeah.
with his hand.
What have you got there? I'm serious. There's a lot of things that about magical things that are going on. I just I'm looking for someone I could talk to, a resource. There's not too much that are left in town for me. So are you someone that I could trust with some things?
I go ahead and roll diplomacy.
Okay. Ooh, 19.
I don't believe that this is the best venue to talk. Come back later tonight.
I have an engagement this evening. Would late be okay? Like 10? And is this the proper place that you want to meet? This store or one of your other ones?
Yes.
All right.
Whichever store.
Fine. I'll be dressed the same way. And I'll see you then.
Okay. Moving back to, so many of you all are heading over to Calix's.
Yeah.
And what do you get for
All
your...
as Valia.
I'm Valia Prime.
You're all dressed?
No, we're
Her
not. all
name
dressed
is my
as
name
Valia.
too.
Whenever we go, the people always shout, "Wow, I thought there were less of you."
Where are you? We're quintuplets. It's fine.
So Milo,
That's why you always mirror image. Yes.
go ahead and roll a disguise check, which I believe is... Deception?
Yeah.
Tralalalia.
So I rolled a nat 16. I don't have a bonus except for the disguise that Ymitri gave me.
You rolled a what? 16?
Yep.
Okay, so that'll at least get you through the town.
Let me tell you your bonus in a second.
We're going under the town.
Yeah, but you have to move through town. to get
Oh, I
under the
see what you
town.
mean. I see what you mean.
Also, that is impressive, James. I mean, sure, your sister was 7, but... Anyways. Yeah, so all of you move through the aftercrypts, and then eventually get to... Oh, 9, yeah. Eventually get to Calix's estate, and... Yeah, you climb up through the aftercrypts,
Right. You mostly look and sound, and you definitely sound and smell like her. And we'll let you go. You have my talisman and an hour of disguise.
Yeah. So wait, before I go, how does the talisman work again?
So it takes an action to use the command word, which I've told you in secret, and then you go invisible, and then you can come out using the same command word, and when you come out, you take 4 damage. If you die from that, you're dead.
It doesn't matter how long I stay in it.
It's per round. So you can use it at the start of a round as your first action, move, and then unuse it, and it doesn't hurt you. But if you take the damage at the start of your turn. If you are in the, I think it's like a similar ethereal-ish type plane.
I take 4 damage every round.
At the start
At
of
the
your
start
turn.
of my turn.
When you're invisible.
And when I end it.
No, it's not when you end it. It's just at the start of your turn.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so you get to the estate. What do you do?
Well... Shit, I guess I'm just gonna walk up to the front door at 7 and knock on the door.
Okay. So, since you're coming in through the aftercrypts, yeah, you actually pop up just behind a fountain, which I will show you here. So on the far right on the screen, you can see that there's like the river flowing through his estate, and you pop up like a little bit behind that in the bushes. Make your way to the front door, knock, and Calix opens the door. Oh, I see you've arrived. Come in, Valia.
And I'll quietly and confidently step in through the door.
And Pyotr sets the place on fire.
What if I could?
Please do pardon all of the other Tarnus wandering around. We had a bit of an incident that required stepping up security. And if you look around, you'll notice that there's like 30 people on the estate. It's a lot.
Better to have them on duty and
Well,
not need them than to need them ready. and
Let's say
not
like
have
15.
them.
Anyways, please, we can go to my study. What's his name? Mako should be done with his homework by now. He brings you up there.
Yeah.
You both sit down. So, you were going to deliver recent news to the Reichnar, correct?
Yes. As per your command, sir.
Yes, I hope you realize what an honor this is. Outside of Mira, very few people are allowed to know the location of someone so high up as this region's Reichnar.
It is a great honor. I will be sure to bring us whatever glory I may bring.
Good. I trust that you will do a good job. You've been very trustworthy up until now.
I will continue to do so.
So, to reach the Reichnar, excuse me while I double check my pronunciation, because what did I do with this name?
Ragnar.
Shulgakayawa.
Oh, you did things.
Shay Gorath, got it.
To reach the Reichnar, Shulgakayawa. Man, I'm never gonna
Shulgakayawa.
get that right. Will require several days' travel to the west. You'll find them Where is my Aquila map? Nope, not Aquila. Maros. I don't have Maros map on here, damn it. Okay, let me bring up my map for myself.
Shoga Kiowa.
Oh my goodness.
Did I? Right. That's what it was. You'll need to head west until the Snakebite River and then head south past Enserol. Near the foot of the God Scar Mountains, you'll see a hill that's barren. That is Shulgakaiwa.
Wait, the hill is?
Yes, the barren hill at the base of the Godskar Mountains.
Is where we'll find Shulgakayo.
No, is Shoga Kiowa. It's where I'll find the Reichnar.
Ah.
I should warn you that they have a very intimidating presence, not just because of their size.
Is there any particular way they prefer to be approached?
Shulgakaiwa spends much of their time sleeping to conserve their power for the upcoming battle that we're all working towards. But... Sorry, I'm trying to think, like, I didn't think this far through. Oh boy. He reaches into his coat and pulls out a whistle, but if you play this, Shulgakaiwa will awaken.
I'll accept it into my hand. I'll like put my hand out as if to take it, and I'll wait for him to drop it into my hand before closing my fingers and pocketing it inside my cloak.
Yep. As it drops into your hand, you realize that it is surprisingly heavy and feels unnaturally cold for something that was like metal that was just pressed up against somebody's body.
Spooky, creepy culture.
Spooky whistle. I don't like it. Does that
Spooky
cold can that cold be used to keep other things cold? Like if we put it in a glass of water, would it be like ice? And then make the water ice water?
That'd be a really weird thing to do. It'd keep your drink cold.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. I mean, the whistle's gonna be played by using your mouth anyway. So.
Like, I feel like that's, like, sacrilegious on a weird level.
Well, it's sacrilegious to God that we
you.
dislike.
I have this unholy cross. I'm gonna whittle through it and use it as a straw.
Why do I give you all nice things?
You gave me
You
the
have nice
ideas.
things.
Sorry. No, yeah, I'm gonna gladly take this whistle that can wake the Shulgakaiwa, and I'll put it inside my cloak as Valia. You know, on the same side as the sword, her sword that I'm wearing, so that, you know, you can, like, it's there. I'm not being threatening, but I'm always clearing my sword.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just say, is there anything else, sir?
No, suffice to say, I do hope you have a safe journey.
Of course. Thank you. And I'll kind of nod my head in deference and make my way out of the study.
Okay. That all happens.
Cool. I'm gonna walk back towards the after crypts and descend.
Okay, you all meet up in the after crypts.
I shall
That's
escort
everything.
them home.
Okay. Yeah, you head back home.
Before we go back home, I'm gonna stop in Valia's study.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out the whistle that Calix gave me.
Okay.
Milo, do you have the talisman? Or
Yes.
the thing. I need that back.
Hold on, Dimitri. Can you take a look at this first?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, it's a whistle, and from what I can tell, it awakes some kind of giant, intimidating creatures.
Yeah.
Well,
if you're
then
looking
talk-
for like detect magic or identify, I don't do that shit. By the way,
What kind of caster are you?
so I'm talking to the magic store guy later tonight.
Yeah.
I'm so
What
disappointed.
do you want me
in
to
you,
find
Dimitri.
out with this?
Can I take the time to try and arcana it myself to see if there's anything up with this?
While they chat, I'm gonna keep lookout.
Yeah, so you notice that, well, roll a crafts check, I guess.
A craft check?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just like to try and examine the, like, construction of this whistle.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my hero point to re-roll that nat 1.
Okay.
That was a nat 20
Nat
with
20.
a
I hate you.
13 bonus for a 33.
Okay. Better hope you don't get anything serious tonight, I guess.
I mean, at the rate we're going, I don't think so.
I hope we don't get in a fight at this point.
We got 9 minutes and 30 seconds to figure it out.
Yeah. So you begin looking over the construction, and you quickly identify that this steel is actually made with the whistle is made out of some metals very similar to the metal used by the Korahheim elves, which are a group of elves that are off the coast of Elham, which is like the bad continent that nobody goes to because it's just infested with monsters.
Whatever it
And
is,
these,
doesn't
so
look like
these
it's
elves
from
are
here.
from Monsterland. They're Monsterland elves.
No, they're from an island near it,
Yeah.
and they're well known for their weaponsmithing.
Yeah. So like, it's made of some good shit though. This is like, people, like royalty has a hard time getting their hands on the weapons that Korahheim elves produce.
Oh,
They're
so
made
this is
of-
a nice whistle.
It's a nice whistle.
And we're gonna use
Made
the
by
cooler drinks.
weaponsmiths.
Does it look like it's magical at all?
Go ahead and roll knowledge occult.
Oh, it's a cult, so I can do that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I can actually.
Anything related to Ashkin is a cult.
I'm rolling. That's a
I've got mine chilling.
21.
Ooh.
Just blow it
That
already.
was what I was thinking, James. Just blow it. I'm just sitting here like, why haven't you done it yet?
Because I know something
He's a
happens.
doctor.
Words to
I-
live by. Blow first, ask questions later.
Maybe ask at least one question first. Consent.
Yeah, what if the whistle's a serial killer?
Okay.
Well, no, see, you can get around this by cutting a hole in the wall, sticking the whistle
The
through
whistle
it.
through it. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. With that 21 occultism, can I tell if there's any magical effects on that whistle?
Yes, there are. There's like a low-key evil aura about it that suggests that there's something's up with it. You
I rolled a 20.
okay? So it was about what he got.
Yeah.
You aren't able to nail down the precise details because it's so unlike anything that you've really had to deal with.
Okay. But it does give me heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. You feel like if you tried selling this to somebody in polite society, they'd be like, no.
Huh.
I say
It will make your
conveniently,
drinks hella refreshing.
I say conveniently skirting around the fact that I just said that I gave you a very expensive item way too low
Yeah,
level.
I was honestly like, ooh, I could sell this when I'm done.
I mean, unless it turns out to be incredibly useful.
I mean, one of the two, but still.
Yeah, it's free ice.
Why are you also fixated on like
So
Why
it's
is
not
this
gonna,
the thing?
the whistle isn't
Comedy.
going to be used to track me back to where I'm staying, right?
It's summer.
Sorry, what? You're
There
wondering?
isn't like a scrying magic on this whistle, right? That's going to tell them where I'm going with it, right?
Go ahead and roll arcane.
Arcane?
Yeah.
Cool.
Scry's on arcane and occult.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 15 on die, which is a 25.
You get the feeling that no, this does not have any scrying magic on it.
Cool. I'm going to put it in a box anyway, and then in my cloak.
Man, that box is gonna be so cold. You can store some meats in there.
Like a severed finger.
Milo's gonna dry age in a box.
Love you, Ian.
You should have
Here's-
thought of this before you gave us a whistle.
Here's a portable ice box.
What?
Hold
Why
severed
should I have
hands.
thought of this? Why is this
Summer,
the thing?
Ian. It's warm. It's about to be the heat.
Okay. Okay. Now that you're done examining the whistle very closely,
Now that you've felt up that oblong shape.
now that you've delicately fingered it to make sure that nothing was off about it,
Now that you're
Yeah.
acquainted with all of its holes.
It keeps going.
I'll go ahead and shove it in that box.
okay, yeah, you shove it in the hole. I mean, that box.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Alex
I'll
just
pocket
sitting
it.
there. I'm so sorry, family. I'm so sorry. I don't know
Whatever.
why I'm their friend.
Eh,
Okay.
at this point, damage done.
All right. So
Yeah, James, that is what I'm thinking. Like,
Come on.
nope, not doing it.
Just
I'm gonna wait. Gotta wait until I am in a spot where I want to wake them all.
85% of my characters just blow the whistle without knowing what's going on. Oh, I can't do it on this one.
delicately
You gave the whistle to the doctor. Doctor's
Delicately-
orders.
place your lips on its tip.
All right, so
Just put your
We
lips
head home.
together and
Yeah,
I'm not
yes.
buying him dinner first.
okay, so you all head home.
Whistle baby.
You all head home, and on the way, you actually come across a town crier in the Ruginia, of all places. Why would they send somebody to give news in some
Poor people don't need
outskirts?
the news.
Because it's fake news and they're spreading propaganda. I don't trust them.
Is this a town crier I've seen in this part of town?
I mean, okay, so there is news sometimes, but they usually come to like talk about, you know, new taxes that they're levying on poor people or like other stuff like that.
Those people.
how many of these criers make it out like bones unbroken?
Not many, which is why there are several Taranis, like big, beefy ones, from both the
Swashbuckle?
no the hammer the justice one.
The Justice one. I vote that's his
Yeah,
new
the
name.
silver claw.
Silver Cudgel.
No, James.
I have silver claw, gavel, twilight cudgel written down.
Sorry,
Silver
I
gavel,
almost have
Twilight
that in my
Cudgels, yep.
notes.
Are the two
The silver gavel,
neutralish
yeah.
ones.
So there's some silver gavel Taranis standing on either side of the crier, and then also just to show that this guy's actually pretty legit, there are also two Twilight Cudgel guys on either side, which the Twilight Cudgel Taranis are like the kind of the slum Taranis, so street cred.
It looks like a big deal. Normally doesn't attract that much attention.
Am I still dressed to look like Valia?
If you dress that way, yeah.
I meant like, is your spell still up?
Has it been an hour?
Yeah.
I can also drop it
probably,
early
yeah.
too. So if it would have made sense to drop it, then I did.
It's
Was it-
probably been an hour.
Has it
Weren't
been
you
an hour?
also
Yes.
just wearing a cloak and a mask?
Yeah.
No, I was wearing a cloak and a mask, but I also had Dimitri. Because if it's still up, I'm gonna more brazenly watch these Taurinus with my cloak and mask.
Okay.
Sure, if it's within an hour, then and it makes sense to still be up, you got it.
Okay. It's not within an hour.
Oh, burn on Joe.
Okay, yeah, you don't have it.
Okay. Anyways, take notice, all who operate businesses or dwell in the Ruginia, Mugre, or Alarin districts shall now pay a further tax of 2 coppers per month to the Council of 17. This has been declared. The council will raise such funds in furtherance of the investigation of the blood tides and return safety and security to our food markets and our city. The city council has a list of exceptions for those businesses and residents who will be adversely impacted by this new tax. Find the full list posted at the Hall of Records.
Brow.
That was the timer for how to end the word.
Okay.
I knew
This
you were
isn't
going
the neighborhood we told them to tax.
This is also the timer to when Alex puts on his brown pants.
This is the timer for when you wake up out of the first stream.
Okay. Yeah, so
I understood that reference.
yeah, who's up for another round of puppy fun time?